What do you have in your hands there, Danny?
We have some new wedges.
Glide
Ping
3.0s,
yeah.
Lovely, and we've also got Coach Lockie in the house. Might as well get Coach involved in a...
Yeah, I was about, so I thought I'd join you, you know.
Show us how to chip, or you and Dan both show me how to chip.
Dan's good at chipping as well.
He totally is.
Yeah.
3.0, let's see what they're all about, and if they're any good, and if you could game them, and how many I can duff. Right, basic chip to start, just up to this white flag. You choose the loft you want to hit. We've got a 60, a 48, 46, sorry, and a 50. 12 bounce in the 46, and a 6 bounce. What soles have you got on those, Dan? We'll do the tech in a second, but they come with different soles, don't they?
So the 60's got the TS sole.
Okay.
And then thin sole, and then we've got the SS sole, so standard sole in the 46, and the same in the 50.
Okay, well let's go to the tech as you get ready to hit, just to talk about what these clubs could do for you. Ping Glide 3.0, deeper, sharper groove for maximum spin, Ping are saying. It's 15 grams lighter in mass, so that's distributed between the head, the shaft and the grip, so they've made the overall weight of the club lighter. The elastomer insert that we've seen from other Pings is in there for feel, controlling sound, giving you that feel you desire from this kind of wedge. And we also come with 4 different sole options in the Glide 3.0s. We also get this added groove at the bottom that Ping are saying does increase spin in certain lofts. So 54, 56, 58, 60. That extra bottom groove is going to help you, Ping are saying. And then the side walls of the grooves, so as I can see it, the angle of the grooves differs between the lower lofted to the higher lofted. So again, 54, 56, 58, 60 are designed, I think, at 28 degrees angle compared to 20 in those lower lofts that try and maximise spin and control. With the soles, you get the thin sole, you get the wide sole, and you get the standard sole option on these. Also coming in many different options, so loft options with those different free soles, and you get this lovely Hydro Pearl finish. So how does that feel, Danny boy?
Good as anything. As good as anything.
Quite a straight leading edge.
Do you think so?
I don't know, I'm asking.
No, I think it's actually very rounded for when I look down. If I compare it to maybe like the Callaways and Vokeys that I work with a bit more, that's very kind of rounded on that leading bit there.
Okay. And you got that groove at the bottom.
Extra special half groove, is it?
Which is noticeable. I think that's what makes me feel like it's straighter.
Yeah.
Is that I keep seeing that rather than that so much. That makes my eye see straighter, but I get you, it is definitely good.
I actually think that half groove makes it feel almost more rounded for me.
Okay.
Because they haven't got the either side point here, it just feels like it's cutting in more.
Like the groove pattern almost then rounds in your eyes.
Yeah, in my eyes a little bit.
The shape of it, it's lovely and round.
All the way around. It's a bit pear-like.
Yeah.
It's more pear-shaped, so it really does work all the way around there. I think feel-wise,
fresh grooves. I mean,
nice,
we are noticing that they feel
feel like they're zippy. Yeah, definitely feeling that.
Felt like he would be. Felt like he wanted new grooves.
Yeah,
didn't he,
I felt
away?
like I should get some new wedges instead of my pimpers.
So you like the roundness of the leading edge or not?
Yes, I do. Now that I've seen it there, I really do like that. I think that could work. It just sits my eye lovely.
Let's see yours then, Matt. What's your feelings of the look of that?
I like the finish of it.
So it's the Hydro Pearl finish, so that's going to let water get off it quicker, I think, in theory.
Yeah.
So
And it's
try to reduce the fly, as they say.
dull on the face, so you won't get the old shine on the sun.
Yeah.
Quite like good today. Like you pound that into the sun, like some chromy ones. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got black wedges, so that's where I completely get rid away from that. But I like the finish. I do like the shape.
Okay.
Do you notice the rounded bit?
Onset.
Yeah, and is that good or bad?
I like to see.
I mean, Callaways are quite straight leading edge, aren't they?
I do like to see straighter than this little curvy bit in the corner. But
Does the roundness make it feel like it's more onset? Just because it's like
I just
slightly
feel
push
like there's
forward.
too much here as well.
Down the
A
bottom.
little bit too much on the toe side. It makes it stick out too
Oh, what,
much.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, my question then, do you think the roundness and that bottom groove makes it hug the ground more, which for people who dig might feel like it's not going to dig as much? Like a straight edge to me would make me feel more diggy. Where
like
that slightly
this-
onset rounded would make me feel less diggy, like I'm always hitting it with a ball.
Yeah,
No,
I've never
I-
thought of it like that, but I agree with what you're saying. I think it would.
You don't, Matt.
I don't. I think more like bounce makes me think the way you are. Like the way
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
sitting.
disputing that as a fact.
Yeah.
I'm more what my emotion sees when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
down
that's
there.
what I mean too. Like this
Okay.
has got 6-degree bounce, and I look at it down at it, and it's like super tight to the floor. And I do like the look of that, and I feel like I could play that off any course basically.
Yeah.
but
Lots of options for bounces and soles, obviously.
and everything. But
Hit a couple then as we talk, and let's see what you think of the feel. Stroke sound. Definitely feeling the sharper, fresher grooves you feel.
yeah, I
at the
am.
minute.
Yeah, see that. Soft sound and feel. Not really that sort of clicky. More of a dead sound to me. And
Yeah.
feel. But nice. Would definitely play them. Zipper.
Zip, zip.
Oh, right, let the real fun begin here. You guys mucking around, chipping it in close. People often say, why don't you get an average golfer to try the clubs? You're pros, you always let them great. Oh, watch this, boys.
How far through the green can we get it? Oh, nice. Yeah.
Getting that new technique moving.
Little bit, yeah, there's a few variations to it at the moment. It's an ongoing battle, Danny boy. I like the grip. Have none of you noticed the grip?
Length of it.
So it's longer and it's not as tapered, if tapered at all.
I didn't really feel that.
So you can come down that grip and it doesn't get really
Look, and it's got
pencil
these little notches that you can kind of
Yeah.
feel like you can put different grip
Yeah.
positions.
Yeah. And I think I want
Not
more
that I'd get
wedges.
right down
I
there,
want
but yeah, I
more
can see
wedges
that.
to have that.
Yeah.
You like the grip getting thinner as a reference that you've come down and that kind of stuff, do you?
Well, I don't care about the grip actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that.
Like the feel of it's fine, and I can't really like say that it's different to mine, even though it is. But I don't like the steps on it because I grab it where I want to grab it, and I would never reference these points.
Yeah.
But I can see like for an amateur or higher handicaps, maybe they would go right. That's a 60 yard, that's a 40 yard, and that's a 20 yard shot.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like reference pointy stuff, but I would never use those.
I like the fact that I can come down and it doesn't taper in that much.
Yeah.
But again, if that isn't there, I still, that's the least of my worries, if you know what I mean.
They also
Oh.
Does that nearly go in?
No, it did. I think mine two are the furthest away.
they also mentioned about the weight. So the
So it's
weight in the
lighter.
overall club.
15 grams.
But how they've like
overall.
tried to save a little bit of weight in each department. So they've gone slightly lighter in the head, slightly lighter in the shaft, and then slightly lighter in the grip.
Yeah, I've
You
got one
noticing
inside
anything?
you boys.
Oh, well done.
Oh, well done.
But spinning back.
Yeah, I'm not.
You feeling
noticing
anything
that.
different there?
Not really, but I don't know. I mean, obviously you've got more rubber on the grip. So is it lighter than the old grip? As in, because surely this grip would be heavier because there's more of it. Maybe. So it's lighter than it was, but is it any lighter than what I had? I mean, I like it. The sound is nice. I like the little onset. I do like the bottom groove. Does for me make me feel like it's, and I know what you're saying, it's got not much bounce, which is why it's hugging the ground as well, but that little round shape, it's very Mizuno-esque. They make them like this.
Teardroppy.
Yeah, which I quite like. Let's try the other lofts. So I'm on the 50 degrees now, little kind of plenty of green run shot on an uphill slope, my biggest hate. Yeah, exactly how I'd want that to feel, just runs out nice. Again, very, very rounded. I wonder how many people would game this.
That's thin.
Yeah, I like that little fin. Got a bit more run out.
That feel good on the club?
It felt good on that bottom. I'm just testing that bottom groove.
Yeah.
That's a little duff.
There you go. Little duff and run.
Little duff and
Perfect.
fin.
Don't be afraid to get
You've got them all there.
Yeah, am I really close again there?
I mean, I feel feel like your butt of your club wants to get caught up in your shorts.
Literally, I feel like, yeah, it does sometimes. Is that better?
That's better, lovely. That's lower the handle, in you go.
Little fin, but again, I would take those.
Yeah.
I wonder, question then, and you can answer this when you come in and try. How many people would game this from another set? Will it blend enough with the looks? Like if you use a Titleist iron or a Callaway or a TaylorMade or a Mizuno iron, would that then blend in enough for you to have these as your wedges? Do you see what I'm saying? Because I put that down and it is quite rounded.
Yeah, so
And would I want such a juxtaposition? I'm not sure, because I know my 9 iron isn't that rounded. So I would go to the 46 in this, which we've got, which we'll do in a second.
like if I could have anything in my bag, then I would always pick something up, put it down. Oh, like the look of that. Yeah, put it in. If it doesn't match with the rest of my irons, like I've got my irons because I like the look of them.
Yeah.
I like the look of that.
So
I'd
these
use
are
it.
you're happy to have these as standalone things?
Yeah,
Yep.
totally.
Get that? Go and hit a few 50 degrees. See if you can get in my...
You've blocked me.
I know, that was the point. I want to win one round, even though this isn't a competition, but it is. Oh, Finn.
That wasn't thin.
It's longest one of all of them, Danny boy. Do you see what I mean, though? For the loft, it's quite rounded at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit too much here as well on this one.
Let's have a look. Where?
Too much here.
Oh, yeah,
Like, it
you
goes
have a
up to-
heel.
Yeah.
You want that to go in more.
Yeah, I want it just like straight in when you get up to these. Gotta get into the right hand side.
You haven't got one inside mine yet, I don't think, Matt.
Tried to get you there.
Still
Right,
got
last
inside
one.
mine, one more.
I'm trying to knock it out of the way. Give Dan the win.
That's too long as well. Dan, do you want to have a quick go with the 50? Let me know your thoughts on the shape. Feels no different, is it?
Exactly
Feels
the
no
same
different.
feel, yeah.
So I'm with Matt. I never really try. I'm not bothered about blending my wedges in.
Yeah.
Because mine, I go to a black wedge, so
Yeah.
it's just completely different for me. So I would never, with Matt, I would pick up a wedge and just think that's a wedge and that's what I
Cool.
want to see
What
from a
about
wedge.
your 46 then?
So
46 is
46.
very blended in, and
Yeah,
he
again.
designed that in a way to blend it.
Again, I'm not too kind of fussed about it.
Yeah.
We'll try and draw it in.
Again, it's a black 46 that I've got there from the Vokey range.
Yeah, I get that.
Um,
That's a good point. Interesting as well that Dan isn't really using anything of the extent of that grip, and this is almost as short a 50 as
Well,
you
I didn't
do.
even I didn't really notice it until you mentioned it, and now when I look down, it looks like there's a lot of grip.
You
Yeah,
never
well, there
grip
is.
down
And
though,
I
do
used
you?
to- I used to play with a guy who was a really good chipper.
Yeah.
Little shout out to Wayne Toggill here. Wayne was wild.
Wild Wayne. Wild Wayne.
Wayne, I think Wayne pushed the secretary of the golf club I was a member at in the pool at Exeter once. But he used to always want to put his finger on the
On the
when
shaft.
he chipped. He
Yeah.
liked to just have a
Interesting.
finger on the. He was very low.
They've got one notch right at the bottom there, which would
yeah.
push you to that, wouldn't
'Cause,
it?
you know, that's what they're doing. They're trying to deliver a wedge that's going to appeal to whatever style you play.
Oh, he's drawn it in.
Go on.
Oh no!
Have I got one more? I got one more little drawn it
Okay.
in.
It's like bowls, isn't it? You should just smash them all.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, he's pushed it.
Oh, not off the upside. I think we get in the bunker with the 60. Go on, Dan. Set out. Well, should we go to the really tough one, Dan? I like to really push these clubs.
Here?
From
No.
where-
Oh,
I think
here.
that one's hard to get, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Just quickly on the old 46 here.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be my pitching wedge. I use a 46 Vokey wedge. It doesn't feel. It's a nice shape. It's not quite as rounded.
I
is
would say
it?
that's more square.
Yeah. So then it is. That's where I mean with the blend. That is trying to blend.
Yeah, that's definitely more square.
I could
You're right-
absolutely
you're right, it
use
is.
that
Yeah.
as my wedge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Compared to the 60, they're blending it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that then the 50's even slightly more rounded than that. So
Yeah.
you're right. I think they're trying to move it into that.
Because they realise a 9 iron's going to be straight.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't want to jump to how rounded that 60 is
Yeah.
from the 9.
Quite really is now moving back to this. That is even more than you.
It is quite nice as well having a club that feels soft, gameable. Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a soft one. I didn't film that.
Lovely, we heard it
Yeah,
then.
you did.
With some MOI-ness, cavity-ness. Because you know what happens. I mean, we all get in the rough and pop it off the top.
Yeah.
And even though this is going to be a marginal improvement on that shot, anything popped off the top, you know, you'd take any percent that comes back to you is a good thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So if you look at it, it's quite an aggressive, for like a gameable, finished, nice top line wedge. Like, it's quite aggressive cavitied.
yeah.
And that's, I think that's an understated, impressive fact. Do you know what I mean? If you go cavity and big, often it goes ugly, but they're able to pull off
Nice
pretty
looking.
and sexy,
Yeah.
and then give you what Ping have always tried to do, which is like just go, don't care what it looks like on the back, guys. This is, from our experience, what is best for you.
That's a lovely shot, Dan.
Dan's going for the win, isn't he?
Oh, crikey,
Oh,
yeah.
Dan, maybe
Whoa.
Do I need any more?
No, you
no,
stop.
you're done.
You
I think
just-
I'm
Let
done
me
there.
show you how
Get
to do
inside
this.
that one.
That was
You want to know how to do the high flop, they're saying, eh? What?
Go on, knife one.
So obviously I'm using more bounce now. I'm going to just spray that with a bit of loft.
Good.
Bit
Roll
duff and
out.
runny though, innit?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to get the speedy.
Better strikes, Dan,
Yeah,
aren't
you
they?
need that thin take of sand to get that.
Fatty as well. Fatty. Fat run out, don't you? He fat
It's just
runs
running
it.
out for me. I know I'm so unlucky, Dan. they were played so well. Obviously, if we did a course vlog and I was saying, "Oh, please stop," that would be an excuse, not a desire. I liked your little. Oh, I
Little
tried to do
popper.
the Danny one, but it's still too duffy.
Yeah.
My inability to play good shots. I like the way Dan only needs 2 and I'm still going. I like this. I like the roundness. I like the fact that I can sit it really what I feel open with more loft, and I like it feels good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still not the speed that
Yeah.
Dan's got.
I like the look of that.
Yeah.
Dan's hit some good ones there.
Yeah, I think some good ones.
Out of the
You should only
bunker,
need-
how's it
Matt, You should
feeling?
only need one. I won't get inside them.
Now we talked about the spin earlier, feeling more zippy. How much would you test the wedge for spin?
Well,
If I give-
I don't think that any wedge is going to be miles out from each other, is it? Like, there's so many factors in a spinning wedge.
So much deflection.
Yeah.
You'll see 1,000 revs between 2 strikes comfortably on a wedge, and they're not even that far away from each other.
I'm going to go for a stopper, Dan, like you. Not as spinny as yours.
No, nice height, but not as zip.
No.
Again, spraying it open with loft, you're not worried, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good. Like it. Absolutely. Just like the finish of the mat on that. Oh.
Oh, nearly. Nearly, Matthew. One more go. I know you got 2 balls there. Go on, you can have 2 goes too.
Dad's the winner though there, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know, round one, but it weren't me.
Might be a round each at the moment.
Oh, I don't think I've won one actually.
Oh, that was a good effort. Get that on the high side, Matt. Feel like...
I like the old extra loft of the 60.
Yeah, because you're a 58 guy, aren't you?
Yeah, it's quite nice to have a little bit more extra help on these short-sided shots. You're standing there, are you?
Yeah.
Go on, spin it in there. No.
Oh, I think you might have. Dan is the... Oh.
Measure it with the extra long grip.
Yeah.
The added advantage of the extra long grip.
Oh, not quite.
That's not a grip.
That's just out of the grip. It's Dan. Oh, yeah, I think it is Dan.
By
Oh,
half a centimetre.
no,
They're the
very close.
same.
It just nudged that little nudge
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's very close.
Yeah, I'll give
I
it
think
to you
it's me,
both.
actually.
Give it to you both. There you go. Could you game them?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah, I
a good
love them.
job, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I really, really like
And I
them.
think they do a very good job at keeping to their roots and then adding in beautifulness, which is definitely a buying factor from the wedge. I mean, the
Easy.
glides, I've only ever really seen good things from the glides. Would you upgrade if you had 2.0? That's the 3.
Probably not.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Would I upgrade
If
from
I
an
needed new
SM5
grooves.
to an SM7? To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't. Like, you wait maybe a few generations. That's not a slur on that being good.
Yeah.
It's more.
No, it's.
I'm not sure you'll see something.
Years, I think from Ping, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a good club. I
Good
like
clubs.
it.
Yeah.
A bit a little
like
clean.
that. There we go. Scrub it up.